This is Python's Paradise. This is your host, Greg Gilbert, aka the Python Hyena, straight out of Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada, with a beautiful Toronto background behind me on this Easter long weekend on March the 30th. Folks, we have a five-time guest with us straight out of Toronto. I met him at the first Horror-rama I was at. I'm talking about the magic and the illusions and the thrills of Ryan Brown. Welcome, Ryan.
Hi, Greg. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, and I'm looking forward to what you're going to present to us because I've never seen a dove act on the show before.
We're filming live from Mississauga, Ontario, in my studio apartment here, and I'm going to show you a demonstration on an act that ended up actually granting me the award. I was honored with the award of Gold for Stage Magic by PCAM. So I hope you enjoy this act. Are you ready for it?
Absolutely, go for it.
There you go, Greg. Thank you for
Oh
having me on
my
the show.
That was magnificent. Anybody hearing this on audio, you'll also get to see the video. I recommend it. You see Ryan working
That'd be
with
great. Would be great.
doves. Yep,
That'd be great.
absolutely. Folks, I've seen Ryan do the Dove Act live at Horror-rama, and I've seen him various times at Frightmare in the Falls. He's a staple at Horror-rama, and that Dove Act, uh, it was absolutely, I'm so thrilled and honored that you've got, this is the first time you've done the Dove Act on one of our Zoom interviews. So that was great. I wanted to ask, talk about working with doves because, you've worked with them for a long time. And what
Yes.
kind of skill does that take?
It takes an education in understanding animals and understanding how to train them
Hmm.
and prepare them for an act, of course. It's a secretive process. It's not something that I can really explain over video right now,
Hmm.
but one of the things I will explain is that it does take years of understanding to get it to look the way that you just saw it.
Oh, that was brilliant. Now, why doves over other birds? Like, I'm curious about that because
They're
that's
easier
common
to
with
see on stage.
magicians.
They're easier to see on stage, right? So
Mhm. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And
Well,
anytime somebody makes a bird appear, it's an immediate applause because it's something appearing at the fingertips of the magician, right? So
yep,
that answers your question.
that was brilliant. I gotta say that is one of the greatest. They actually on here, that might be your crown jewel act right there. I mean, everything you do is great, but when you work with doves, especially on here, I mean, that was magnificent.
Yeah, and I enjoy the process of incorporating different props like roses, candles,
Yep.
voyeur bulbs, cards, and different types of objects to create an overall variety of different things.
Yes, for anybody that's hearing the audio, he had several roses appearing there, just out of thin air and the cloth and the candle. I mean, all fantastic stuff. But working with the doves, I always enjoyed seeing you do that. So
Thank you, Greg.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, absolutely. You're now a five-time guest on here now. So
Yes, I know.
yeah. So, how's life treating you in Toronto? I miss it. I look forward to going there hopefully some point this year, but I know you've got some events coming up that I know you want to promote.
Yeah, I'm performing at Fear Expo,
Hmm.
and we are working on a production called Pleasant Nightmares. I have produced a show that is based off of the 1950s classic spook show, but a modernized version of that. And it's
Okay.
for VIPs only. It's an exclusive show taking place in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Have you ever been there before?
No, this is my first time.
Well, I haven't been there either. So, well, it's always nice to go to new places. Like I'm about to go to my first convention in the States. So I know you've been to the States before. I know you've been Vegas.
I trained at McBride's Magic and Mystery School, and I also had the opportunity to do. Uh, uh, I guess you could say it was the best training experience that I've ever had. Besides that, the best vacation I've ever had. So it was really good.
Absolutely. I've never been to Vegas. Is it a city of lights that they say it is?
It is. Yes, it is. That's right. Yeah.
I only have Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and movies like that to go off, but they always seem to have these very creative neon going around everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, they still got the Flamingo Hotel there.
Yes, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. You know, um, it's always great to see this, especially live, and it you got to have a very creative mind, and
Yeah.
especially yeah, to be able to come up with this. And I don't know because you got to constantly try to make your act fresh Like, this is why I couldn't do this, but that and the fact that I couldn't do magic, period. But it's just like even with people that do stand-up comedy, they got to find a way to make their act a little different and freshen it up, and I
Yeah,
would
and for me,
struggle with that.
yeah. And it's for me, taking creative ideas and putting them into an act that makes sense for the audience.
Hmm.
But you have to tell a big story, and that's what I've learned. All you need is a little narrative, a little narrative. Even the smallest moments in movies add up to a bigger picture. Like they say, a picture can say 1,000 words. Well, it's the same thing with creating a performance in production, and that's what I'm
Hmm.
going through right now. I'm creating storyboards, and right now I'm working on a plan to bring together more resources for the show. So I've got a lot of things in place, and we are leaving on April 10th for the Fear Expo.
April 10th. Now, how many days is the Fear Expo?
It's 2 days.
2 days. Okay.
April 12th to April 14th. I'll be out there April 10th.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I hope I say enjoy it, like I said, I've never been to Kentucky. And so I'm looking forward to hearing how that goes and what it's like there.
Of
I haven't
course.
been to too many places, so I can't speak to that. You've got more world traveling in than I do, but as you keep going and expanding your act and come up with new ideas, I would imagine you'll probably go to even greater heights. Have you ever been overseas, like the UK, before doing your act?
That's the plan in the future.
You know what? It's a great aim to have. I don't know if I'm ever going to make it there, but I'm not going to rule that out because I never thought I'd ever be in Toronto.
I'm just going to switch here so I can grab a seat here, Greg.
Go ahead.
All right, thank you.
I like seeing that bird in the background. He's just chilling.
Let
Yeah.
me
How many
grab a quick
doves?
bite.
How many doves did you say you owned?
I have two.
You got two. Okay. And they seem very happy. He seems to be just chilling there. He's enjoying himself.
Yeah, that's the way they are in my presence. It seems like, and when they're introduced to new people, they get a little bit nervous because they're not used to that person, of course. But the more that the animal becomes used to the person and the person becomes used to the animal,
Hmm.
that that what happens is there's a connection that happens.
Hmm.
When that connection happens, that's when the training process starts to really show through, and that's something that I've understood about that for sure. So, yeah.
I'm gonna bring the page up, Fear Expo, because
There's a Pleasant Air page on there as well.
what's that?
My information for the show is on the website.
Okay, perfect. Wow. I think I've heard of this one before too.
Mhm.
That's fantastic. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. What do you expect in Kentucky? What have you looked into it? Is there anything else that you plan to like any
I have a
sightseeing?
yeah, I have well no not that, but I have a trade show booth
Uh-huh.
that I will be performing at my close up for the entire event, and then I'll be doing a special effects makeup course with Jordu, who is from the show Making Monsters, the TV show Making Monsters by Distortions.
Hmm.
Jordy's going to be there, and I'm starting to learn how to do special effects makeup because it's something that I've always wanted to learn, and I'm being pushed in the direction of working with Tom Savini now, and that's a big deal to me because he's always been an inspiration to me as an artist.
Oh,
Guys like Greg Nicotero, KMVFX. I mean, if they're there, that's fantastic. No
hmm.
expectations, but you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of people there that want to meet me and want to talk to me. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and it's seeing the fan base that I actually do have and have worked hard for so long. Yeah, I think that my fan base is actually showing up at this event. So I want to make sure that I have everything ready for it. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I remember at Frightmare in the Falls when you performed. I think it was, if I remember correctly, Ken Free of Dawn of the Dead was commenting on your act.
Yeah, he had said some things. I don't know if he said anything to you about it, but
Well, he was very positive. I haven't had him on the show, but I
yeah,
think it was him. I remember it was one of them. I think it was him that was commenting on your act. He was pretty impressed.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. To have, and I got the John. I'm looking at the John. One of
Hmm.
my favorite supporters is Ken Borey, you know, and I've had support from not just the magic community, but also horror movie celebrities that I never thought I'd ever meet in my life. And I got to meet a lot of people in my life that I've always dreamed of meeting, and I think that's a blessing. You know, that's a blessing in life to be able to do this and meet the people that that I'm like-minded with in the business. It's something that I always wanted to do. So I worked hard towards that, and now I'm involved in the haunted attraction industry. That's what the Fear Expo is that it's a haunted attraction and theme park industry convention.
Hmm.
And I'm debuting a dollhouse illusion. I'm debuting something called the Zombie Box. I'm designing and creating illusions for magicians now. I'm consulting with the top magicians in the world. I'm working with David Copperfield's illusion designer now on projects, and David Copperfield has become a big support system for my career and my life. Um, and I've had support from people like Angel and Joaquin Ayala from World's Greatest Magic. If you remember that with the fire, that was Ayala, and Ayala is now helping me with my career now. He designed illusions for Chris Angel as well. He's built stuff for Chris Angel as well on the show Mind Freak. So
Okay.
working on going in a direction with my career that is almost like I'm pinching myself on this. I'm thinking to myself, man, is this real? Like, is this really happening? And I'm pretty excited about it. So what we're doing is we're raising funds to put together funds for additional costs and expenses for Fear Expo. And what we're doing is we're giving away every single donation that comes in. We're giving away merchandise to every single merchandise to every single donation that comes in. So have it be $10, $20, $50, $1,000. Our goal is 5,000, and we are looking to get to that goal within the next 10 days. Sounds a bit unrealistic to get that, but you know what? We make the impossible possible. That's what magicians
Yeah.
do, and that's what we're working towards right now. And we've got some additional flight costs covered, so we've got very little time, and we're trying to get all of this done within a very short period of time. So, and we wanna release Pleasant Nightmares at this event for the haunted attraction tour that I've been planning out for most of the past 5 years. And I got a break doing it, so I want to make sure that everything works out according to plan, and the fans are happy, and my friends are happy with the results, and especially the client. That's super important to me at the end of the day. So, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. I hope it works out, and I hope that you steal the entire show, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
yeah. So are you going to do the Dove Act there, or the
We're working
Doves?
on it. Yeah, we're
Okay.
working on it. Yeah, and it's going to be a little tricky, but we're working towards that as a goal. But I'm debuting 3 illusions. I'm doing the classic sawing in half illusion, which I've never really done in front of an audience. This is the second time. I have an
Hmm.
assistant flying from Las Vegas. Stacy is helping me with the show. She has her own show in Las Vegas. I'm performing in that show. I'm flying back to Las Vegas November, December to perform and headline in a circus in Las Vegas. So
Hmm.
yeah, lots of exciting things happening.
Well, here we are on Easter weekend. You doing anything special for Easter weekend?
I'm going to be focused on the show. Focused on the show. Like that's over the next couple days. That's all I'm going to be doing.
No chocolate
Going on my own,
bunnies and
going on
Easter
my own
eggs?
scavenger hunt, looking for magic props around my apartment so I can put the show together.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. No, I think that was impressive. You've done a lot of great acts on here on the show, and everything is always impressive and top notch. You're great at what you do. but I'm so glad, you know, you had the Dove Act right on here, you know, and for those listening to the audio of this, check out the video, of course, when that goes up as well, so that you can see this and
Yeah.
see the Dove Act, because that's really impressive. So absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, we gotta get that out there. Fear Expo, Ryan Brown will be in attendance. Again, the date you're gonna be there, April 10th, and it starts at what you
Starts
say,
April 12th until the
mhm,
4th.
till the 14th. Absolutely. Wow, that's a great thing. I'm very happy for you. You're getting the chance to do this. So
It's skyrocketing right now, these opportunities, and I'm trying to do as much as I can within a very short period of time, which is not easy, but it's
mhm.
not impossible.
Well, we'll get this out there so that you know, you can get some more support and yeah, make this happen. This is very this is very impressive. You know, you've come a long way. You know, I know that they've always had you at Horror-rama, and that's been hit and miss that happening due to it being a smaller con. But no, there's always lots of other events that, and this one here sounds like an even bigger event.
It is, yep.
Yeah, yeah, and of course, you know, any of that exposure is great. And anytime you get to perform in Vegas, that's always a big venue. So,
I'm still going through a training process in Las Vegas, but I'm getting I'm getting opportunities to do this now, and I'm getting a lot of support in the process, which I think is that's golden. That's golden, you know. And realistically, I'm very happy that things are working out. But yeah, so I'm really glad that I got to be back on the show, and I'm really excited for what the future holds for Legends.
mhm. Well, you know what? This kind of happened right in the spur of the moment because I was doing finishing up a clean at a building, and you called me and I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect time to have you on for your fifth time, you know, because
Yep.
we haven't talked in a while, so it's always great to have updates. So this is fantastic, but this here has got to be the crown jewel, having you do the dub act on here. That was I'm always impressed when you do that act, so I can't say it enough.
Thank you, Greg. I really appreciate the support, buddy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to promote on here?
You know what? I just wanted to promote the GoFundMe page. You can find it it's the Pleasant Nightmares, Magic of Ryan Brown Illusions Unleashed. You can find the link on my Facebook. Greg, if you could post the link on your profile page so other people can see it, that would be very helpful. We want to get as much word out as we possibly can about this because we only have 10 days to come up with our goal amount of $5,000 for additional marketing expenses, logistics to finally get the show off the ground and on the road. And that's our goal with this.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll post that. It's already on your Facebook page. I'll post the link in conjunction with this. So absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know what? It was wonderful having you come uh, on here today. Here we are in the early mornings, but you and I are kind of night owls. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I find the nighttime peaceful, you know. Day is just so much going on, you know, and people ask me, how can you sleep during the day? I say it's too much going on. I love the peace of night, you know. So yeah, we're like in the early mornings here. It's like 6:30 here, so it would be like 5:30 where you are, but that's nothing to us. We're used to that. That's when we can do our most creative thinking, you know.
It is, yeah, because there's no outside distractions.
Absolutely.
Won't call
Abs
you during the nighttime. The phone doesn't go off. People are not going to talk on Facebook when they're sleeping. And guess what? No cars outside around really at nighttime. If you're in a very busy area, that's different. But I live in an area where I've got the balcony is facing in a direction where it's just such a peaceful, peaceful kind of sort of serene balcony that I have here, and it gives me the chance that when I go out there first thing in the morning, it's just like, you know, like I feel relaxed. And it's just like, so I prefer to have a good view from my place of the sun, so to say the least. So.
Plus, we both live near an all-night Tim Hortons as well. So.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
there we go. Those are always nice, all-night Tim Hortons. So.
I'm endorsing you, Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, Ryan, we'll get this out to you, and I'll put the link on my page whenever I'm getting ready to post the announcement, which should be very, very soon here. So yeah,
Okay,
absolutely, absolutely.
great.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me on the show, Greg. I really appreciate
absolutely,
it.
absolutely. You have yourself a happy Easter,
You as well,
and
sir.
absolutely, you take care and God bless, and keep creating.
Thank you. Take care.
Take care.
Bye, Greg.
Bye bye.